Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all to POV with Ashikul Islam. Today my guest is someone who's a South Korean in passport, but he's a Bangladeshi by heart. He started his Bangladesh journey being the managing director of LG Bangladesh, and later he went on to explore the export business of Walton. And very recently, due to the love for Bangladesh, he has started his entrepreneurial journey with 𝒂𝒂𝒕. He is none other than Mr. Edward Kim. How are you, boss?
কেমন আছেন? শুভ সকাল।
I'm fine, boss. How are you? Shubha Shakal to you.
ধন্যবাদ,
You
ধন্যবাদ।
speak very good Bengali, boss.
অল্প অল্প।
অল্প।
বাড়িতে বাইরেতে শিখতে চাই।
Awesome, boss. Awesome. So it's been a decade in Bangladesh. So before you go segment by segment, can you just summarize your journey? Like how it's been?
Okay, so I came to the Bangladesh, such a lovely country. Okay, and I feel like I'm sort of the ambassador of the Bangladesh to promote the Bangladesh competitiveness, the potential, and it has a lot of the potential to grow. And I'd like to introduce these the competitiveness of the country to all the Korean, the businessmen, my friends. Yeah.
That's great, boss.
So I came to Bangladesh in year 2015. So it's almost the 9 years, I can say, almost 9 years.
Yeah, boss, almost 9 years.
Yeah. So it was fantastic, the journey. And I like the Bangladesh. That's why myself, together with all my family, they are staying together with me.
I think people who are in Bangladesh, like they have this, the unwritten dream that, okay, you study abroad, you settle in abroad. Many people are leaving Bangladesh. But your case, you are from South Korea. You could have easily, finished your tenure in LG. You could have gone back. But you decided to explore Bangladesh. I mean, again, job is okay. You, like Walton, you work there. But now even entrepreneurship. So how, are you not scared?
Actually, I came to Bangladesh in year 2015. So it's been almost the 8 to 9 years journey. And it was really, I can say, fantastic journey. It was such a valuable time that I had. And I experienced quite many the valuable experiences here in Bangladesh. I came here, as you said, as the managing director of LG Bangladesh.
Yes, boss.
After that, luckily I had such a wonderful the chances to work as a president of the global business division, Walton, almost 4.5 years.
Yeah, boss.
It was the fantastic journey because I really wanted to drive the Walton to go global. Because as a local company, it has its own the capability and a lot of the good asset to be showcased in the global market. Like, back in year 1970 and 80 in Korea also, there are those leading companies like LG, Samsung, POSCO, Hyundai. There was a strategic consideration to nurture those companies to become the global players. And I thought Walton can be one of good candidates to become the global player. So there was no hesitation to join in Walton, to drive Walton to go global. And it was fantastic, the time for me to represent Walton as a potential global company.
That's great, boss. I remember those days where I used to, open the newspaper and used to see, okay, Walton exported this country with your picture, that country. So I think during your period, you did a lot of expansion, boss, for the export business.
Because in the beginning,
yeah, boss,
when I come to the global, the companies, some of the friends out there, I came here to promote the Walton. Then what kind of company is Walton? Here we are manufacturing electronic item. Really, Bangladesh can make electronic item? Come on, hey. But later on, when I bring them to the Bangladesh to show such a gigantic, the production bases and a lot of engineers, then they really surprised to see. And they were really impressed by the preparation of such a readiness. So that was one of the the compelling reason for them to come to us, come to Walton. So we could export to Germany. I cannot forget about the time that when we first export the TV to Germany. Okay.
Germany, the tech giant, the
such a, Germany,
technology advance. Yes, boss, definitely.
But Bangladesh can export TV, IT product to
Germany.
Europe, yeah.
And to Germany.
And from there, like in Germany, Italy, Spain, UK, Ireland, and then even the United States, and then quite a many those European countries and the North America.
Because these are the countries what you just mentioned. These are like top tier premium countries. So when you started exploring the export, so you started with these countries, or like you had some strategy on choosing the country for export?
Actually, there was a strategy. Very good question. In the beginning, strategically, intentionally, I wanted to enter into those the developed countries to prove who we are. We have been successfully accepted by those, the developed countries.
Understood.
Okay.
Like I think Poland could be one. Poland was initially.
But now I'm going to explain.
Okay, boss.
So initially, strategically, I tried to enter into those developed countries like France or Italy or, Germany or UK.
These are developed countries.
Yeah, developed countries. Okay. Even by attending the, those global exhibition like IFA and CES.
Yeah, CES was big. I remember.
Yeah. We participated in the global exhibition, but ultimately our strategy was to enter into those neighboring countries, Eastern Europe, southern part of the United States like Mexico and those Central America, which are relatively less tapped by those global companies. For example, Croatia, those Poland, those Romania, those Bulgaria, those countries size of the country is relatively small. I mean, smaller than the big market like Germany and Western Europe.
Yes, boss.
We wanted to build up our own empire there. And step by step, we wanted to move to the, major big market.
So, boss, can we summarize this way? Like, you build the brand Walton with those established big countries, then scale up through those.
Actually, I wanted to have some good references that with confidence, Walton even can go in to those developed countries. Okay?
Understood, boss.
After that, by having some references, I wanted to build up our own empire from those relatively remote the area like those Eastern Europe, like Croatia, like Bulgaria, like those Romania and Slovakia. Like, I wanted to enter into those markets, more seriousness. So that from there, I wanted to expand to the step by step to the Western Europe.
Understood.
North American market, of course, very big, no doubt. USA market, everybody can say, wow, such a big market, right? But instead of directly go into that market first, we wanted to build up our own small success from the neighboring countries like Mexico and those Central America. So those are kind of the strategies that we had. And like for India as well, instead of directly entering into India market, we wanted to start with OEM. We started such a big the business with one of the leading retailer and companies in India. Successfully, pure luck refrigerator we have supplied it. Okay. After 2 years later, we had the full confidence. Okay, our refrigerator could be successfully accepted by the Indian customer. Then this is time to launch Walton brand. Okay. But instead of entering into the mega city in India, like we wanted to enter into West Bengal and the Seven Sisters area, which are relatively the far from the main capital city. So let those major players, let them compete in those big cities, big market, while we Walton, we will target to capture relatively remote area like West Bengal, Kolkata, from the Kolkata, Siliguri, and the North Seven Sisters, the India. So those are sort of the strategies, which means we wanted to target those relatively, how can I say, weak in terms of competition. And we wanted to build up our own small empire, and gradually we wanted to encroach into the major market. So region-wise and then country-wise, we had that kind of clear roadmap. That was the fantastic journey.
That's great.
That's why.
So, boss, the people have this idea that it's impossible or very difficult to export to India. But your case, you successfully entered.
In the beginning, there was no product to export to India. For example, one example, this is one of very good strategies that we had from the beginning. We don't have product. Okay, then which market? ROI is also important,
Yes,
of course.
Of course.
Luckily or unluckily, we didn't have any major product categories of refrigerator for India market, because Bangladesh eating habits and food are different, right?
Right, boss. Right.
So the India relatively, the major market is single door, small size.
The vegetarian mostly. So
Yes.
Yeah.
But what we said, okay, I just wanted to invite those leading customers. I invited them to our factory. That's all.
Wow.
And then I told them, hey, come on. We are manufacturing 2.5 million sets. I was in LG and I visited quite a many times India, but there is no such a big manufacturing basis like Walton. 2.5 million sets of refrigerator manufacturing is not easy. So we have the full experience and knowledge and confidence to manufacture single door. You just share me the proper model and design that we'll develop. But give me 1 year. We have plenty of engineers, no problem, not a big issues. And then luckily, they trust me, and we developed for 1 year and we launched, but with better design. So overall market acceptability was very good. That's why after 2 years, we wanted to start our Walton brand business, targeting those Western, the India and North South East India. Consider Bangladesh population is 170 or 80,000, right?
Yeah.
But neighboring the cities like West Bengal and Seven Sisters altogether, more than 100 million. 100 million. Bangladesh 170 or 80 million.
Yeah.
But neighboring countries altogether, I can say 300 million.
More than Bangladesh.
More than Bangladesh. So Walton was the leading, and Walton is the leading player in Bangladesh. Then why don't you target to secure one more country like Bangladesh? So our catchphrase was, let's go for one more market.
Let's go for one more.
Like, Bangladesh.
Awesome, boss.
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I think as a Bangladeshi boss, I should thank you for
thank you.
taking my country to global. I think these
Thank
stories,
you for, giving me such a wonderful.
Awesome. Boss, now how I got to know you, LG Bangladesh. I remember the day you came to our office, first time as Bangladesh MD, you entered our office, you waited for a moment and then you started looking at all of us. I still remember your look. It was full of passion, full of energy. And during your time, you took LG, like you positioned LG as LG. Previously, people, the LG people were not considering as a separate brand. We were considered, a mix of something. So we were not considered LG as LG. So you took LG and made it global. You opened our first, not global, I would say, like you made it a separate brand. You opened our first Facebook page at that time. I remember that big article you had, Daily Star, Gung Ho Bangladesh. So Boss, if you could share like LG, like what was your feeling when you, because Walton time I understood like you worked in LG, you had an idea on Bangladesh, but when you come here first as MD, so how was it initially?
Okay. The first impression, by the way, I was in the beginning.
Yes, boss.
Frankly speaking,
Yes, boss.
when I told about my new journey to Bangladesh, okay, when I told my family members, they were really shocked. And then they kept asking, why Bangladesh? Because 4 years in Thailand, 4 years in Singapore. Then why Bangladesh? Okay.
Is it some punishment or something?
But, definitely I explained, I have, such a big, ambitious plan. That's why top management, they decided to send me to the Bangladesh. And I explained. The first impression when I first came to Bangladesh, the LG was kind of, okay, definitely LG from Korea, but expensive. Like they kind of somehow
frame of mind.
Yeah, frame. LG is expensive. They want to buy, but expensive. That kind of simple concept. I wanted to break that kind of the perception from the beginning. LG can be more the favorable brand. LG brand itself is more like, the family oriented. And the LG is kind of the love for the family. So I wanted to create kind of the attachable, the brand. I wanted to build that kind of the friendly image from the beginning. That's why I wanted to initiate, 𝒐𝒻𝒂 𝒐𝒻 campaign, right? 𝒐𝒻𝒂 𝒐𝒻. I wanted to hide LG too much, but behind. Okay, so brand should be like that. So I wanted to come close to the peoples with a clear idea, the strategies. When I was in the school, I cannot forget about such a important strategy from one of the prominent scholar of Harvard Business School, Michael Porter.
Okay, boss.
According to him, the competitiveness comes from the two areas. Definitely cost competitiveness, no doubt. And number two is differentiation. So when it comes to cost competitiveness, definitely LG is expensive. But I wanted to have the localization of the product. Manufacturing here in Bangladesh, this is special meaning. Okay, so through that we can secure the better, the affordable, not really affordable, but much competitive the price, the segments that I could create. And number two, differentiation. LG, as a technology-driven company, we could introduce a lot of the different localized the features and USP and technology for Bangladesh. That's why for the cost competitiveness, we wanted to set up here local manufacturing bases. And for the differentiation, as you remember, the cricket TV.
Yes, boss.
The first time ever in Bangladesh, cricket smart TV, we launched in Bangladesh. And number two, those anti-mosquito air conditioners and even the TVs. Of course, instead of saying failure or, the success, those kind of the approach is kind of the sincere approach through the deep understanding about the market demand and to be the sincere players in this market. So we wanted to, as a whole, we wanted to come close to the, local customers with 𝒐𝒻𝒂 𝒐𝒻 campaign. Okay? Life is good, meaning what? Okay? Why the local Bangladesh people, why they feel feel happy when they have LG product. I wanted to create the linkage.
Understood.
Okay? So a lot of the CSR activities as well. We we wanted to build up the well, okay, water solution we wanted to have together, work together with the NGO from Korea. So we wanted to provide that kind of the solution, and we initiate a lot of campaign to help those unprivileged the peoples.
Right, but one school was there from 𝒏𝒂 Foundation. That was also very nice.
Those, I saw a lot of those young kids.
was.
Whenever I see their eyes, I really impressed. Such shiny eyes. So I could support them to have the wonderful dream in their life. Yeah.
Now, boss, we have talked about your Walton journey, your LG journey. So, like there are certain index which suggests that doing business in Bangladesh or in Dhaka or Bangladesh is very difficult. But after having success with LG, with Walton, you have decided to be the bravest of all. You have decided to invest in Bangladesh with 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. So, boss, can you just explain a bit about like how it came to your mind? What is 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 doing, and a bit more on the subject?
Okay. This is from the beginning, as I mentioned, this is really the fantastic journey for me to stay, for me to experience a lot of things in Bangladesh. My conclusion was Bangladesh was relatively under-evaluated, the country.
Under-evaluated.
I mean, the relatively less
like not doing justice to potential. Oh, that's okay. That could also be one. Not less recognized. Okay.
In terms of the potential of
okay. Potential of was people, or potential of like how
one of the important finding was human resources. Whenever I met, this was lucky to work with such a young, the dynamic, ambitious, the members in LG as well as in Walton. The human resources can be one of very important the competitive resources of Bangladesh. As long as they can have the proper chances to grow, these guys can do a lot of things. Actually, by fully utilizing those human resources, I wanted to have the IT sectors, IT business here in Bangladesh together with those local, the engineers,
Understood.
IT specialists. So the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂, there is a company, I can say IT, as well as energy solution company.
Okay.
So within a short time period, the Bangladesh can be a potential market for IT as well as energy solution.
Understood, boss. So, like, you have started your entrepreneurial journey. So, like, wasn't it like, again, you mentioned one time, like, how was your family's reaction? Because it's a risk. Like, you're investing your money, your hard-earned money here. So, like, wasn't any fear or any hesitation initially, like, or how was your family's reaction? That would be interesting to know.
Of course, definitely the entrepreneurship journey is sometimes very much challengeable, right? But luckily, I guess this comes from the trust. My family members, luckily they are continuously one of the big supporter with trust. Yeah. So anything I really want, then definitely they are one of the big supporters. And if actually I wanted to go for my own entrepreneurship journey here in Bangladesh, and I wanted to introduce quite the wonderful, outstanding technology also from Korea. I wanted to introduce here in Bangladesh, and I want to work together with the local members, and I wanted to grow together with them.
That's great.
I wanted to give more chances to work together and to grow together with me.
That's
Yeah,
awesome,
company.
boss. Because whenever anyone, like whether local, foreigner, they invest, it creates more job opportunity because you know the current economic situation, like jobs are getting scarce. So any investment that helps the economy. So boss, like we have talked about the three major part of your journey, you know, like the LG, the Walton, and now the entrepreneurial journey. So throughout this, among three, you don't have to like pick any regret or any failure that you faced, from which any of the learning that you want to share with us in any of your journey in three.
Regret.
Regret, yeah, boss.
From my personal journey, there was no regret.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Everything was all the valuable experience that I can say. Only certain level of the expectation from Bangladesh government.
Okay, boss. Can you share your expectation, or like up to you, boss? Like if you could share, this is a
like,
good platform to share, boss. Yeah.
Like, please access to Google, and please, write the Bangladesh in the Google search.
Okay.
What kind of images? What kind of the news? What kind of the images about the Bangladesh? Somehow all the negative were not really valuable.
True.
Which means the Bangladesh itself needs more, country-wise branding activities.
Country-wise branding activities. Yeah. Okay.
So Bangladesh should be kind of the attractive countries. Okay. By highlighting a lot of the potential, a lot of beauties. Okay.
Right.
How to effectively promote and showcase to bring the more global investors here and there. Whenever I meet quite a many investors from Korea, their first reaction is, "Hey, check. I've never been to Bangladesh, but according to news article here and there, then all the negative things."
True.
Probably the country-wise the branding is very important. Let's say visit Bangladesh with ABCD. Okay, such a beautiful
sea beach,
𝒕𝒂𝒃 𝒂𝒄𝒂. Also, as long as if some proper structural plan to develop those areas, then this can be very good attraction, tourist attraction also. And Sundarban area,
boss.
And then the Sylhet, etc. There are many good places to attract more more tourists, more people to come and see, and not only the investment perspectives, but also the country itself.
Right.
Less tapped.
Sector.
Less exposed to
global. Right, boss.
But still many areas to showcase.
Right.
To the many people.
So right, boss. I think tourism is one of the major sector which we are not able to capitalize, and as they say that negative news spreads much faster than positive news. So whenever, even us also, like we are also guilty. If you go to my Facebook page, all I share is bad news, strike, blockade. But there are so many good things happening, which we don't see. So it's good to know that.
So Bangladesh, every country, every cloud has silver lining.
Every cloud has silver lining.
Even Korea also a lot of things happen. Okay, but as a whole, how to create the better story about the Bangladesh. How to create attractive the image generation, the branding activities also country-wise level. Okay?
Right, boss.
I guess it requires.
That's like the name of my podcast is POV, so point of view. So from my point of view, it's all negative. But when I hear from you, it's so many good things and positive parts.
Like Bangladesh, among the Asian countries,
yes, boss.
Initially, a lot of the those big companies, they try to enter into China, but still definitely. And then after that, the Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Okay, and you see the overall labor cost has been increased a lot.
A lot, yeah.
But still, Bangladesh population more than 170 million or 80 million, huge population. Market is not good. Every year, 7 to 8% market has been growth. GDP per capita has been increased
every year, yeah.
And then the purchasing power also has been increased a lot. Okay, and then very good. The country where more the global manufacturing base is coming to the Bangladesh. There are a lot of the areas the Bangladesh can promote. Okay, of course, here current the government also they are very eager to promote, but from the foreigner point of view, if strategically country-wise more strategically more well planned to promote the Bangladesh as a whole, then this can be much better result than ever. Yeah. And this is the right time to do it.
You know what I was thinking, boss? I was thinking, what if someone from government watches our interview? Hopefully they will, and they approach you to be, a citizen of Bangladesh and promote Bangladesh globally. What do you think, boss?
I don't know. Yeah, but at least one thing is sure. If I didn't like the Bangladesh, then I wouldn't stay here in Bangladesh that long.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It was easy to go back, have a relaxed, chill life.
Of course, but Korea, as you know,
beautiful country.
And the Singapore also, Thailand also, which I've stayed quite a long.
Yes, boss.
So, but why Bangladesh? Because number one, Bangladesh is a beautiful country. I like the people also. Quite a many friends here already.
Yeah, boss.
And then great potential to grow. As a businessman, I wanted to try something here in Bangladesh. That's why I decided to open the business.
You choose to be the bravest of all. Really appreciate, boss.
Yes, yes, right. I set up the company 𝐴𝒄𝒄𝒄𝒄. 𝐴𝒄𝒄𝒄 meaning in French, the nearby, next, neighbor,
okay,
friends.
Oh, it's not Korean word.
That is from the French.
Oh, I thought it's some Korean word.
Yeah.
So, boss, I pronounce it 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. It's 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂, it's okay?
Yeah, 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 is right pronunciation in French.
Okay.
But in English, 𝒂𝒄𝒄. In Korean, 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.
𝒂𝒂𝒂.
Okay, similar. Okay. So, 𝒂𝒄𝒄, as a company, is basically IT company. And I'm developing one very attractive platform.
Okay.
It'll be launched very soon. We are almost at the middle stage of the development. It'll take another few more months, and we will launch that platform. And when it comes to energy solution, so 𝒂𝒄𝒄 is IT and energy solution company. For the energy solution, I'm trying to launch e-mobility here in Bangladesh. You see a lot of the pollution and the CO2 emission, etc. There is a lot of issues, and I see the Bangladesh can be a time to transform from the traditional to the new eco-friendly solution. So I'd like to be a pioneer as well.
That's really
with Korean technology here in Bangladesh.
Recent time there have been quite a few newses on the air pollution of Dhaka city. It's I think top 2, 3 every day we see the news. So that would be a great approach, boss. So there are first is the energy part you're working on, and IT also you're working on.
Yes.
IT also is there. Okay.
Because I see actually the one of very much impressive the things that I learned, that I found during my 8 to 9 years journey here in Bangladesh. The Bangladesh, those young people's their talent. I saw their enthusiasm. I saw their passion to grow. Okay. So if it is possible, I don't know. I'll do my best to embrace more young generation to work together.
That's great.
With burning desire to grow together. Okay. And then I'll do my best to make it happen.
That's great. That's good to know, boss. I think as like any investment here in Bangladesh, that's great especially for people who are working, as you mentioned, and you saw burning desire in them. It, again, you're a foreigner, you say you're like praising the workforce of Bangladesh, but there are a lot of people I have seen, I have met, they complain about the dedication of the Bangladeshi workforce. But I guess it requires proper nurturing and motivate those people. Then you can get the best out of them.
I guess very soon more global investors will come to
You feel so?
Bangladesh. Yes. Of course, the many hurdles also there, but I guess considering the current government, their willingness to open to embrace more global investors, I guess step by step, the overall, the system and those infrastructure will be improved a lot, and more investors will come and the Bangladesh to invest. Because you see, those market neighboring countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia already somehow
saturated,
matured. Okay?
Matured, yeah.
Now, which countries? Bangladesh with such a huge population, this is the golden market to set up the and then the good place to attractive place to set up the local manufacturing bases as well, to export from here to other countries, considering competitive labor cost
Understood.
and the human resources. So very soon, Bangladesh can be very attractive market to invest. And hopefully I became the pioneer of
Yeah, sure, boss, sure.
that part among those investors.
You were the pioneer in export, developing Bangladesh consumer electronics market, export, and also here also I believe you can do it, boss. Thank you very much, boss. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure having you.
Thank you for these wonderful chances.
Thank you, boss. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.